As I'm RMIT lecturers, firstly, I think among our lecturers, we are very close. We actually kind of like know each other pretty well in terms of how we can value add in the students' learning. Of course, because we are all like-minded as an educator, so I think it's some things that we always kind of look forward to share our experience and our knowledge with the students here.
I enjoy hearing the experiences of students, especially. So I think that's why every year, whenever they ask me whether I want to renew my contract, I say yes. And I do enjoy seeing how the students grow in their walk from the start of the year. When I see their grad show, I see how they've grown, and I do enjoy looking at that, and I feel inspired and encouraged as well.
In the name of SIM RMIT, you can see there's a collaboration between these two universities. We have here is our local lecturers. The other aspects, of course, we work with the RMIT side, which is a lecturer from Australia. In the way that we use the modules from RMIT and all this, but at the same time, we contextualize to the local contents. And probably you can see that from the different lecturers, there's different teaching style. Then, of course, they impart their working experience in the teaching as well. So I suppose this is a unique part about BDCD.
Because we are trying to impart the kind of industry practices into the classrooms. Most of the schools will tend to teach a little bit more academically. And for my part, I thought the knowledge of the industry and together with the students' experience, for those who have experience out there working as a freelance and even in agency.
This is special because as I try to make the students who not only have expertise in graphic design, but also in other areas like interior design or animation or digital design. Everybody can bring their expertise to the table.
There's a well mix of different disciplines. So when we all come to these learning platforms, we tap on each other's strength as well. I used to study the same course. I studied from my bridging, my degree and my master's, all pertaining to RMIT Comms Design. So of course this holds a certain value in me, and now being part of it, that makes it even more special, right?
I guess every batch of the BDCD is different. For this particular batch, it was kind of very interesting because in fact there are quite a couple of students are actually not design trained, and bringing that kind of experience and their exposure in their own trades and discuss it in the classrooms, I find that it just makes the whole class dynamic a little bit more interesting.
Last year when we started teaching, it was the pandemic, right? So we couldn't go to class at first, and most of our classes was on Zoom. And I felt like no judgment between the students. So like nobody cares about how you look or how you walk. Everybody was able to synergize very well in that sense. And then there was no cliques that was happening between the students because it's all digital as well.
Some of the students also in the beginning find it's a bit hard to adapt, but then, the way I look at it, our students is very independent, and this is one of experience that I say it brings everyone a new way of learning. And I think it's a good experience in the sense that I start to realize that learning can be different forms.
First thing I probably want to share with current batch of students who is graduating is that this is just the beginning of whatever you want to pursue in the future. You might not go into the design field, or you might want to do your own stuff. I think the whole life journey is a learning journey. So take it as a first step for whatever you want to do. And of course, for the incoming students to this course, I would say that it's a one-year course. It's not going to be easy. Yeah. Get prepared, know what you want to learn, find the gaps, and come to the classroom and get it from the lecturers as well as other modules that you'll learn from.
Always have the right attitude. That will apply to your learning. That applies to how you're going to be like as a designer when you go out to work. This attitude is what is going to carry you through your entire journey as a designer.
And obviously you look at it, it's a one-year course, right? There's so little time, there's so much to do, and I'm sure some of the students will tell us that, wow, the assignment is very hectic and all this. But to be honest, compared to real life industry practice, this is just a glimpse of it. So for whether the current batch that are graduating or the new candidates are coming in, you can learn from each other, learn from us, learn from online, willingness to learn, opening to learn. I don't think that, because of a certain age, like for me, I'm still studying, so what's stopping the young people, right?